Okay, good morning to Ananda. Today class we will see regarding the transistor clippers. Okay, up to now we have seen the diode clippers. Yeah, how the diodes are going to clip the portion of the waveform. Okay, up to the last class we have seen regarding the diode clippers. From today onwards, okay, today itself we will close this topic. From tomorrow onwards we will start the clampers, the transistor, how the transistor is going to clipping the our input waveform. Okay, that means in transistor already you know that we have three regions: active region, saturation region, and cutoff region. Okay, in cutoff region it is going to act as a closed switch. No, sorry, cutoff region it is open switch. In saturation it is a closed switch, and active region it is going to act as an amplifier. Okay, and by biasing the transistor or by setting the operating point of the transistor, we can operate the transistor in any one of the region. Okay, as we required, if you want to operate the transistor in cutoff region, then by biasing the transistor, okay, by biasing the transistor we can operate in the cutoff region. Or if you want to operate in active region, by biasing the transistor properly, we can operate in active region, or it can be operated in saturation region. Okay. And now coming to the clipping, when it is possible to clip the waveform means if the transistor changes its state, okay, from active region to cutoff region, or from cutoff to active region, or from active region to saturation region. That means it is possible to clip the waveform at two times. Okay, we can clip the our input waveform in two times. For first time is we can clip if the input if we by applying the input, if the transistor moves from cutoff to active region or active to cutoff region. If it moves from active to cutoff region, then we can clip it. Okay, that means at that time when it is moving from active to cutoff, at that instant we can clip the our input signal. Or if the active from the active region to cutoff region, if it moves from the active to saturation, also we can cut the waveform. Okay, that's why here I have written that two types of linearities. Okay, linearity is nothing but a clipping times. Okay, it can clip from cutoff region to active region, or from the active region to saturation region. When the transistor moves from one region to another region, it is going to clipping the waveform. That we will see. Okay, how it is going to clipping, we will see. Okay, for that one you should have a knowledge regarding the biasing. Okay, I will explain briefly regarding the biases concept also. If it is a transistor, if okay, a transistor, if this is a transistor, this is a collector and an emitter and base signal. For the base we are going to applying the base voltage VBB. Okay, we are going to applying the VBB. Okay, it is a self-biased system. Okay, it is a self-biased system. Okay, if we apply the VBB, and here we may have the VCC voltage. Okay, due to this voltage, okay, this VBB voltage is a variable voltage, and RB is a fixed RB, and we have to calculate RB and RC values. Okay, for self biasing, we have some special procedure. We will calculate the RB and RC values, and we will set the RB and RC. Okay, we will set RB and RC depending on the RB. Depending on the RB, here VBB by RB. Okay, VBB by RB. That is the IB current. Okay, IB current will be flow into the transistor. Okay, depending on this RB we are going to setting. Okay, by based on this one, this IB current will flowing, and this IB current make this transistor to operate in cutoff region or active region or in saturation region. Okay, and also we have drawn the output characteristics for the CE configuration. Okay, I think so. You have drawn in our EDC. Okay, you may get this type of waveform at the output terminal. Okay, this type of waveform you are going to get, and for different IB values, you are going to, if you recall this characteristic, you may write IB equal to 0 amperes. Okay, it may be in 1 microampere. Okay, it may be 2 microamperes. Okay. For different IV values, we may get different characteristics. Okay, and this region is nothing but a your saturation region, and this is your cutoff region, and this is your active region. Okay, we can say depending upon IB. If I choose the IB value less than 0 amperes, okay, less than 0 or less than 0, then my operating point will be here. Okay, IB value is less than 0, therefore this is my operating area. Okay, this is my operating area. Therefore, my transistor is operating in cutoff region. My transistor is operating in cutoff region. This is maybe your IC. This is your IC, and this may be your voltage VCE. Okay, the VCE voltage is nothing but your output terminal voltage. Okay, this is your VCE, your output voltage. Okay, and IC current will be flow here. IC current will be flow here. Okay, and this IC may depends upon this RC resistance. Okay, therefore VCC by RC is nothing but your IC current. Okay, if I want to operate the point here, then I may choose the IB value. IB value is somewhere here. Okay, IB value equal to some 2 microamperes, and similarly I may choose the RC value also, so that IC kind will be here, so that my operating area will be at this point. This is my operating point. Okay, therefore my transistor is operating. If I allow the IB current and IC current into this transistor, such that this is my IC value and this is my IB current. Okay, yeah, then my operating point will be here. Okay, it is operating in saturation region. Okay, otherwise I can make it same. Okay, IB current and somewhere voltage here. Okay, so that it may be my operating point, so that my transistor is going to operating in active region. Okay, therefore this is the operating point. We are going to call it an operating point. This operating point can be changed by varying this current, IB current, or voltage, VCE voltage, or some IC current. Okay, by varying these parameters, we can set the operating point. Okay, this operating point can be changed. Okay, when transistor is moving from, okay, a simple concept. If the transistor is in cutoff region, okay, we had applied the input here. Due to this input, if the transistor is in cutoff region means it is an open switch. Therefore, output will be fixed. Well, what is our output? This is here. You are going to having the VCC and some current, IC current is flowing. This IC current, okay, as it is open circuit, IC will be 0, therefore no need resistance. Your output voltage will be VCC. When the transistor is in cutoff region, your output is going to maintain constant at VCC. Okay, when it is in active region, amplified version. Okay, active region means if this transistor having some beta value. Okay, some beta value, therefore IC equal to beta into IB. Okay, therefore this amount of current will be for your output voltage is nothing but a V naught equal to VCC minus drop here. Okay, this drop. Okay, across RC we may have some drop, I into R, that is IC into RC. Therefore output is nothing but a we can't guess because this current is linearly varying. Okay, the amplified version. Okay, amplified version it is good. If it is in saturation, again the current is going to be fixed. Okay, the saturation, if you increase the base current also, there won't be any change in the current, IC current. IC current will be fixed because it is in saturation. Okay, therefore in saturation also we are going to maintaining a certain level. Okay, in saturation also the voltage will be VCC minus IC RC. Why we are fixing this IC means this IC won't change because the transistor is operating in saturation mode. When it is saturation, if you draw the input characteristics, there you will find out. Okay, input characteristic current will rises and it is maintained constant here. This is your saturation mode area. Okay, current will be maintained constant in your saturation. Okay, therefore this data you are going to get from input characteristics. This is output characteristics. When you draw the input characteristics, you may get a shape like this. Okay, shapes like this. Okay, this is in a saturation mode. Okay, saturation mode, the current will be fixed. It is in active region. Active region, current will be linearly increases. It will be in cutoff region. Current will be 0 in cutoff region. Okay, therefore in cutoff region current is 0. Therefore output voltage is fixed at VCC. Okay, in active region we can't say. Okay, current will be linearly increases. Therefore it will be increases like this. Okay, this is in the active region. In saturation region, again our current is maintained constant. Therefore the current is nothing, voltage drop will be maintained constant. That is Output voltage is nothing but a VCC minus drop here. Here drop is ICRC. Okay. Therefore, this drop will be maintained constant. Therefore, we are getting this type of curve in the output characteristics. Okay. That we will see once again. Therefore, by simply by using this property, okay, the property is nothing but a we are getting a linearity. We are getting a linear wave. That's why we are going to call it as a linearity. Okay, we are getting a linear wave when the transistor moves from active to saturation or cut off to the active region or from active to the cut off region. Okay, where active when it moves the region from active to saturation, active to cut off, we are getting the linearity. This property, that's why we are saying that since the wave is linear, yeah, that's why we are calling it as a linearity property. Yeah, due to this property, the transistor is exhibiting. Therefore, transistor can be used as a clipper. Okay, transistor can be used as a clipper. Okay, I think so. You are clear with this. Before going to the output waveforms, okay, we will see from the basics we will derive. Okay, in exam, if you are interested, you can explain in the same fashion. Otherwise, I will explain what you are going to see in your textbook. Okay, in your textbook you won't find these waveforms. Okay, directly they are going to explain. Okay, this is your output characteristics. It may be your current, and this may be your voltage. Okay, for different IB values, for different IB values, IB equals 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, suppose if I draw my operating area line, okay, my operating line, okay, this is my operating line, and suppose if I am operating the transistor at this point, okay, I am operating the transistor at this point. That means if you see your wave circuit diagram, how we are going to connecting our circuit means this is your emitter is grounded, and here we are going to having our base VBB voltage. Okay, due to this voltage IB current will be flow. Okay, and here we may have the VCC voltage. Now for this one, okay, here we are going to applying the our input signal. A sinusoidal signal is applying here. Okay, this is my input. Okay, this is my input. Therefore, suppose if it is at 3 volts, if I assume that it is at 3 volts, what happens? The resultant voltage, is 3 plus input is a sinusoidal. Okay, input is a sinusoidal. Therefore, you can add it for every instant. If we add it every at t equal 0 seconds, our input voltage is at 0. Input voltage is at 0. Therefore, 3 plus 0, we may apply the 3 volts and say constant current will be flow. When the input voltage is rising linearly, suppose it is at peak value, that is 5 volts. Okay, therefore total voltage is 3 plus 5, that is 8 volts. Okay, depending on the 8 volts, the IB current will be flow. Okay, when it is 3 volts, that will be some 2 amperes or 3 amperes. Okay, regarding to this one, this is 2 microamperes. Okay, when it is 3 amperes, we are allowing the 2 micro. We have set the RB value. We have set the RB value such that some 2 microamperes current is flowing into our circuit. Okay, when it is 8 amperes, definitely the current will be more. Definitely the current, because it is added. This our input voltage is added to the base voltage. Therefore, definitely the operating point will shift from here to somewhere on this line. This operating point will shift. It may be placed here, or it may be placed here, or it may be placed here. Okay, therefore it is not fixed. In previously, while we are discussing the biasing, we didn't apply the sinusoidal voltage. We had applied a fixed DC voltage. Fixed DC voltage, therefore operating point is fixed. It won't change. Entire circuit operation, it will be fixed. But in our clippers, okay, coming to our clippers, we are applying a sinusoidal voltage. Since sinusoidal voltage is time varying signal, okay, it will vary with respect to time. Therefore, this operating point will also vary. Okay, in positive cycle, there may be chances of this operating point moves to the saturation region. In negative cycle, if you take the negative cycle, -1, -2, -3. Okay, therefore, when it is -1, -2, -3, input voltage is -3, resonant voltage is 0. Therefore, 0 voltage means 0 current will flow. The operating point may goes to here. The operating point may goes to here. Okay, if your -4 is applied, -1 resonant voltage is -1. I think so you are following the class. Okay, I am saying that this input voltage is varying with respect to time because it is sine wave. Okay, for clippers we are applying the sinusoidal signal. Okay, and the biasing, this 3 volts is the biasing voltage. Okay, first we had make this transistor to operate in active region. Okay, therefore for making that one I had applied the biasing voltage 3 volts. Okay, our input voltage is adding to this biasing voltage, therefore resonant voltage in this branch is going to be changed. Okay, when it goes to the negative, our transistor may operate somewhere here. Okay, therefore the transistor is in cutoff region. Therefore, when you apply a sinusoidal signal at the base input has an input signal, the sinusoidal signal is varying with respect to time. There is a chance of moving the operating point from active region to saturation region or active region to cutoff region. When it is moving in this fashion, when it moves to saturation, we are getting a constant voltage. Therefore, the above the saturation region will be cut off. Okay, when it moves to cut off region, here also we are making a constant voltage. Therefore, this portion will be also cut off. That means from here, if we apply a sinusoidal signal, okay, this is my operating point. Initially, this is my input waveform. Okay, if suppose this is my input waveform. Okay, this is my input waveform. Okay, otherwise I will draw somewhat neatly. Okay, fine. This is my input waveform. I will change the color. Okay, this is my input waveform. Okay, when I apply this input voltage at the input terminal of my transistor, when I apply this voltage at the input terminal of the transistor, this voltage is added with the this voltage. Okay, 3 volts. Okay, therefore as it is varying linearly. Okay, when it is applying at this point, okay, the our input voltage plus this voltage makes this voltage to the cutoff region. Therefore, if you draw the output characteristics for this one, if you draw the output characteristics, the shape will be like this. Okay. Here, if we have it will be in this shape. Okay. This is your positive cycle and negative cycle. Above this portion will be cut off. Okay. Positive wave is somewhat bigger. Okay. Okay, like this you may get this portion. Okay, I think so you are understanding what I am saying. Okay, this portion will be cut off. Okay, because when applying this voltage, we are getting into a cutoff region because this area is in cutoff region. Okay, therefore that portion which are present in the our input signal will be cut off because when this voltage is applied, okay, if I change my operating point somewhere here, okay, suppose this is my operating point. Okay, if I apply the waveform here, this is my input signal. Okay, if I apply the input signal like this, okay, this portion may move to the active region. Okay, this may be this because this is your active region. Okay, this is your active region. Okay, please try to understand this portion. This is your active region. Okay, this is your active region and this is your cutoff region. Okay, therefore when you are applying the input signal which is greater than the cutoff region, okay, this portion is going to be cut off, this portion will be cut off. Okay, this portion will be cut off. Okay, and if you apply the input in this form, okay, when it moves to the cutoff region, this portion will be cut. If you draw for this one, we may get the cutoff from here. Okay, this portion will be cut off. Okay, this portion will be cut off and we may get the input like this. Okay, this is your output, this is your output. Okay, and negative cycle will be entire in your saturation active region. Therefore complete negative cycle you are going to get complete negative cycle and positive cycle is going to be cut off. Okay, why we are getting this cutoff is our input signal added with the base signal or biasing signal and make the transistor to operate in active region or cutoff region. Suppose this is my input voltage. Okay, if you want to operate here, if you want to operate at this operating point, then I had to apply only 3 volts. Okay, for these 3 volts I had applied the some 1 volt, that means total 4 volts. Therefore now my operating point will be here. Okay, this is my operating point. If I apply 2 volts, 3 plus 2, 5. Therefore, due to 5 volts here, the current will be increased. Therefore, this base current, this is the base current. This current will be increased. Therefore, now this is your new base current. Okay, it may be some 2.5 amperes or something. Therefore, the operating point will be here. If we apply the 5 volts, 5 plus 3, 8 volts. Therefore, it may be operated at here. Due to 8 volts, some 3 microamperes current may be flow. Okay, therefore my operating point will shift to at this point. Okay, my operating point may shift to this point. Okay, similarly when you are decreasing, the operating point will be comes. And when you are applying minus 3 volts, minus 3 volts plus 3 volts, total voltage is 0. Therefore operating point may shift to this point. This is your operating point. Okay, this is your operating point. Okay, because 0 is your, this is IB value equal to 0. This is IB value equal to 0 amperes. Okay, therefore your operating point may shift to here. Okay, when you are applying minus 4 volts, minus 4 volts means minus 1 volt. Due to minus 1 volt, the current will be minus. Okay, therefore minus voltage, your operating point will be somewhere in the cutoff region. Okay, therefore as the operating point moves to the cutoff, this portion will be cut off. Okay, this portion will be cut off in our input signal. This portion will be cut off in the input signal. Okay, therefore first of all we have to fix our operating point. Okay, at that point we are going to applying the, how we are going to fixing operating point means by using this biasing techniques. Okay, by using the, this is self biasing technique which I have shown here is a self biasing technique. Okay, by using self biasing technique I have set the operating point at here. Okay? I have set the operating point at this here. Okay, and at this point I had applied the input signal. Okay, so that I had changed the my output. I had cut the clipping. Okay, if I want to clip the negative portion, such that the operating point will be somewhere. If I want to cut the positive portion, okay, so that my operating point will be somewhere near to the saturation. Okay, if it is near to the saturation point, so that my positive waveform is going to be clipped. Okay, if the operating point is near to the cutoff region, so that my negative portion is going to be cut off. Okay, if we choose the in between, okay, if we choose the in between, both positive and negative pulses is going to be cut off. Both positive and negative pulses will be cut off. Okay, that means depending on the operating point which you have chosen, you can cut the waveforms. Okay, I think so you are clear with this one. Now coming to our topic. Yeah, this is your circuit diagram for the transistor clipper. Okay, here we are not concentrating on biasing. Okay, we are not concentrating on biasing. Simply we may say that transistor is operating in somewhere in the active region. Okay, somewhere in the active region. For understanding, I had explained all the biasing concepts from then onwards. Okay, here we are not concentrating on the biasing. Simply here we are applying the input voltage. Okay, that means in mind you have to think that, okay, already transistor is applying some biasing voltage also here. In series with the biasing voltage, we are applying the input signal. That you have to understand. Okay, if you understand that point, then this voltage is adding to your biasing voltage. Therefore, the total voltage is going to change this base current. Due to changing base current, this operating point is going to be changed. Operating point will be changed. Due to change in operating point, it is operating. It may move to the active to cutoff or active to the saturation. For this one, these are the output waveforms. Here we have considered the two cases. One is for sinusoidal, another is for the ramp input. Okay, that means if I apply the ramp signal, if I apply the sinusoidal input as an input, then what will be the output? What will be the output? First we will see the sinusoidal input. Okay, we will discuss the sinusoidal input. For a sinusoidal, if I apply this one, okay, this is my input waveform. Then if suppose, okay, in the positive cycle may move to the cutoff region. Here I have said that saturation, IC sat. See this current waveform. Okay, due to that voltage, this current, IC current is flowing. Okay, due to this voltage, what we are applying, this voltage, biasing voltage, here it may move to active saturation. Due to this one, this voltage, this current is flowing. Okay, IC current is flowing. Okay, that's why we have taken the IC value. Okay, this is my IB current. Okay, IB current. When I am adding the both voltages, that is biasing voltage and input voltage.